My directorial debut at MSU was a theatrical production of Mother Courage and Her Children. Media was incorporated into the use of digitally created visual imagery and was projected in and around the proscenium of the Fairchild Theater. Each main character was represented by a projected image, and each character was killed off through the story. Their visual counterpart would be harvested by a graphic depiction of the Grim Reaper. The use of media in this production evoked the distance effect, also known as Verfremdungseffekt, employed by Brecht's Epic Theater. I had a very, very strong cast. Leslie Hall in the title role of Mother Courage was a gift to be able to work with her. And it was my first production, and I thought it came off very, very well. I wrote and directed the world premiere of UP, an experimental theater production for the department. UP was an amalgamation of theater and cinema. Original footage was shot basically all across the country, in Los Angeles, Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado. The playing space was a fully functional theater set and also doubled as a film screen when we needed it, where massive projections aided in the furthering of the action of the story. The media also reflected the character's state of mind and sort of kept an emotional pulse on him. Distorted, surreal imagery was used, allowing the viewer to virtually explore his inner psyche. We also shot at Michigan Motion Picture Studio, which was an amazing experience for all the students. That was our first collaboration also with media and information. They worked from a grip truck, and all of our students got the experience of shooting on film as well. It was a pretty solid experience all the way around. Cyrano de Bergerac is a massive undertaking. It's one of the biggest roles in theater, and it demands a lot from the actor. In all the editions that I found of Cyrano, there were not any with footnotes, and so I had to do all that research on my own, which that took a lot of my time at the beginning of the process. Memorizing this sort of seemingly endless role, honoring the emotional depth of the character, which is sort of bottomless, and honoring the exquisite poetry as well, which is very, very beautiful. And also it was about physical endurance. There are a lot of fight scenes. It's also a very, very, it's 5 acts in the thing, and so it's a long piece, and I was also trying to keep up with a bunch of 20-year-olds as well. Rather than isolating myself and getting caught up in my own performance, what I really wanted to do was form a new type of classroom, one that was really based on the group and on ensemble. Some of the students probably thought that I was going to come in with this perfectly polished performance and know exactly where it was going from the beginning, and that I already knew what the end product was going to be. That was not the case. My students saw my process in action. Acting is about exploration, and exploration is partially about failure. So every choice that's made in performance, multiple choices have been tried, and my students saw that. Allowing for failure was a key component in the positive learning outcome of Cyrano, and the end result was a very memorable production, and hopefully especially so for my students.
A pretty peel. Is that a fly? I'll see to it. But soon you'll feel your blood congeal. For where's the poet? I need a man to hold its shape. Dead fish. I'm going to rewind the reel. My rod is lusting for its rake. Its sharp tooth slavers for its meal. There! Not yet. The vultures sit until the closing of the deal. For when the poem ends, I hit. Envoy. Prince. Drop your weapon. Humbly kneel and seek grace from God in requisite repentance. And now, I stamp the seal. The poem ends. I've decided to excel in everything.
I'll let that pass. Now tell me, friend, what I truly want to know. Your true reason, your true mind for this show of hate for Montpellier.
Oh, that paunch. That maw too fat to scratch his navel with his paw believes he's a sweet danger to the ladies. Even when he's mouthing tragedy, he turns his frog's eyes into sheep's eyes of fat lust. I've seen it, and I've choked down my disgust until one night, one victim that he chose, a slug slithering across the white rose, one lady that I was in love with. No, God knows I am in love with.
But you've never said one word. How could he know? How could anyone?
Absurd, isn't it? This nose precedes me everywhere, a quarter of an hour before to say, don't love Cyrano to even the ugliest. But now Cyrano must love the best, the brightest, the bravest, the wittiest, the most beautiful.
Beautiful.
Oh, France cannot boast, nor Europe, nor all territories beyond. The girl more lissom, gossamer fine, more blonde.
Who is this woman?
She is a mortal danger without knowing it. Undreamed of in her own dreams exquisite. A rose leaf ambush where love lurks to seize the unwary heart. The unwary eye that sees her smile, sees pearled perfection. She can knit grace from a twine of air, the heavens sit in every gesture.
There's no ban on uttering her name. Your cousin's name.
It rhymes, and that's enough. Let not the shame of the dusty air besmirch it.
Oh, absurd! This is the finest news I've ever heard. You love her? Fine. Go and tell her so. Tonight you're covered in the golden glow of glory in her eyes.
Ah, this gross protuberance? Look at it, and tell me what exuberance of hope should swell the rest of me. Oh, sometimes, bemused by the wonder of a blue evening, a garden of lilac and rose, I let this wretched devil of a nose breathe in the perfume. And I see with my eye under the silver glory of the sky a woman on the arm of a cavalier. And I dreamed that I too could be walking there with such a girl on my arm. Under the moon my heart lives. I forget my curse. But soon suddenly I perceive what kills it all, my profile shadowed against the garden wall.
My friend.
My friend. Why should Providence allot such ugliness, such loneliness?
You're not crying, are you?
No, never that. To see a long tear straggling down this nose would be intolerably ugly. Tears are sublime things, and I wedding a nymph to a rhinoceros would make the sublime ridiculous.
All right, not crying. Still sad, yet love is imponderable.
I created the LAOA program. It's been very, very successful for us as far as introducing our students to Los Angeles and really breaking Los Angeles down and seeing it as a livable city right now. Just in the brief time that I've been here, which is 5 years, I probably have about 25 students that have made Los Angeles their home, and so they're pursuing primarily acting, but other avenues as well. When we're out there, we are meeting with obviously other actors and directors and producers, also a lot of different crew members as well, you know, DPs, first ADs, people that have been PAs. I really like to give them kind of a broad view of what this business is about, so they know that, you know, how they fit into this business. And we also do a lot of fun stuff, you know, going to Man's Chinese Theater and going down to the beach and eating at Pink's Hot Dogs. And there's a lot of alumni events. We try to really connect them with alumni. We have a very, very strong alumni presence in Los Angeles, and we really try to make the most of that. I don't think I have heard one complaint on people going to Los Angeles. Everyone really, really loves the program, and I love it as well.